All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. So, what I think I'm going to call this podcast is just because you're thinner doesn't make you a winner. And you may think I'm crazy because I do a lot of podcasts or videos on anti-aging now and helping people lose weight or gain weight, becoming more muscular. That's one of the things we talk about a lot with people. And, what I'm going to get into today is kind of people thinking just because they've lost a lot of weight that they're healthy. And a lot of people don't realize that they're not that healthy sometimes when losing weight. They also think a lot of times just being thinner or very thin is a lot better than being overweight or obese. Again, that could be true to a certain degree, but then again, depending, it may not be as well. I don't know how it affects your body. But what I want to get into in this podcast is just because, you may have lost a substantial amount of weight doesn't mean you're living a healthy lifestyle. Because a lot of people I know that lose a lot of weight, they do it, not always in the best way possible, I guess you could say. Now, I'm not a professional nutritionist by any means, and I'm not going to tell you like what you did right or wrong, even if I spoke to you. But I do think each of us have different strengths and weaknesses. But I do think a lot of people think that just also because somebody else is thin and they're not, that person's a lot healthier than them. Again, that's not true all the time. I'm telling you right now. Even when I was a little heavier, say 10 or 15 pounds overweight, well, I always worked out, but still, I would see other people, or say I'm 20 pounds overweight, and they'd be looking at me like, oh, Rich, this and that. And they would be, say, thinner, much thinner than me, and, on every level. They didn't even have to work out or not. But I noticed how a lot of times how winded they would get or how weak they truly were, right? So they used to say be my weight or be strong, and then they lost all this weight, and now they may look better in clothes. I'm not going to say they don't, if that's how they want to look. But they also, they don't have any, like nothing in the tank. They're running out of energy. They lost a lot of muscle. They don't have a lot of, what should I say? They don't have, a really good balance. Because I think this happens with, I don't want to just say women. A lot of men and women out there look really good. But that doesn't mean they're always that healthy. I'm telling you right now. So don't think a lot of times, because I'm always telling people, or trying to help people lose weight to a certain degree. But I do think a lot of people go too far with it, right? Sometimes, you got to find that happy medium, but a lot of people be like, hey, I only want to lose 20 pounds. They lose 20. They look really good. They feel healthy and strong. You're like, wait a minute, I want to lose another maybe 5 or 10. Let's do that. They lose that. Then before you know it, they may want to lose a little more. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be anorexic. That's ridiculous. But there's definitely something going on where they've kind of tipped the scale where they went from being, even if they were overweight a little bit or just in the middle, where they started to go too far. And I see this a lot actually with women, I should say, sometimes when they're getting ready to, say, get married or they're getting ready to go to a gala. They'll all of a sudden lose a tremendous amount of weight. And this goes for any age. This could go, even men sometimes, they're getting married, all of a sudden they want to look really good in a tuxedo, whatever the case may be. They may lose weight very quickly again and not very, not do it the right way. They could be taking pills. They could, I don't know what they're doing. They starve themselves. And again, this is every age. I think this goes through with even, grandparents or parents in general. Again, it could be an occasion. They want to lose weight, and they just do it, not the healthy way. So I just want to make sure that people understand that a lot of times when you're losing weight, we want to make sure, in my opinion, you do it the right way. Also, find a realistic weight. A lot of times we just go too far. That goes for even going too big, because a lot of times we hear people saying, who are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, say in bodybuilding, you're like, oh my God, they went way too far. And later in life, it does affect a lot of these guys. Their muscle, especially if they back off from weightlifting, they've stretched their skin, their muscles, their joints, their tendons, kind of destroyed. But we don't a lot of times talk about the people that really stayed extremely thin too throughout their life or lost a lot of weight. What they've done to their body and how they've damaged it as well. All right, just something to think about. All right, you got any questions or comments, please feel free to hit me up, rich@richcelenza.com. I like to help people with anti-aging and things in that nature, and I will officially wrap it up like this. And this sounds crazy, but no one, I think, ever has the balls a lot of times to say this, that a lot of times when people go too far when losing weight, in my opinion, with the skin and everything, folding over maybe in your belly or your arms and all that. I get it. But a lot of times people think just by losing weight or a lot of weight is going to make them look younger. It may make their body look a little younger, but I'm telling you, a lot of times it doesn't necessarily make your face look any younger. Actually, a lot of people I see that lose too much weight, it actually ages them. But a lot of people don't want to tell them that to their face, which is understandable. But that doesn't mean I want you to be overweight and your face is full. I'm not saying that's the answer either. But again, you may want to find a happy medium again there, because I've gone through that where I've lost a lot of weight and underneath my eyes, for some reason, I start getting black circles and my face gets sucked in. And I look like an old man very quickly. So there's that fine line. But I didn't realize that, but I had people to tell me, Rich, I don't like this, or I don't like that. I'd ask people, am I seeing, does this look better or worse? And not that I have to follow what they're saying, but I felt that way too. So just pay attention to that as well. Don't think always you're going to look better, or you are currently looking better. You may like it better, then that's fine. But if you are questioning yourself and saying, wow, I lost all this weight, I don't look the way I thought I'd look, I'd like to look different, don't be afraid maybe to go back and gain 5 or 10 pounds. Maybe this time when you gain your weight, let's just get you in better shape, because you may have just been overweight or heavy, but not in shape at all. Then you lost all this weight and now you're out of shape and thin, or hey, maybe I can gain some of that weight back and be more muscular, or just be in better shape in general. Maybe eat a little better, drink a little water, more water. You're going to probably look a lot different as well. All right? All right. Take care, and I wish you all the best.